So this, I'm pretty sure by the next feed is ready to use. So I've been away for nearly 2 months, and I put my starter, this one, in the freezer, and I took one with me during the travels to maintain while I'm traveling, and then this one stayed in the freezer all along, just in case as a backup, which I'm glad I did, because the one I'm traveling with, I went to Barcelona, I went to Lisbon, and I went to Mauritius. And from Mauritius to the UK, back home, I forgot my starter. Luckily, I had this one in the freezer. So now it's time to wake it up. I've defrosted, took it out yesterday, so it's defrosted now, which is 25 grams in here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna feed it. I'm gonna double 1, 2, 2. Hydration, I'm always gonna do like 85% or 90%, so it's nice a little bit solid than liquid. So now, let's feed. See how it performs, if it comes back to life. I'm pretty sure it will. It looks good actually. It's frozen looks much better than leaving in the fridge, because the fridge you leave a little bit, we have change the color on top, but frozen just stays solid, doesn't do anything. So when it comes out, it should work. Now I'm gonna feed it and see what's about tomorrow. Not tomorrow, even today actually, we'll see what it looks like. Cool, let's feed it. So what I'm gonna do with this 25 grams, I'm gonna put hydration, so we're gonna be 50. So I'm gonna calculate 50 times, so 90% hydration. So 45 grams of water. So now I have water inside. The next is the flour. So I'm going to do a mix of brown and white, so it's nice, kick nicely, you speed up the process. Okay, there you go, I need 50 grams. That's it, 50 grams here. Now let's mix this fully combined. Now the starter is ready, or it's done, it's not ready. Fed, now I'm just gonna close it. Because it's cold in here, in the bakery, it's like maybe 6-7 degrees. I'm gonna turn the proofer on and put it in the proofer and watch it rise and see what's gonna do. I'm confident it's gonna work. And I'll feed today, I'll feed again tomorrow or later today. We'll see if it's nice and ready, I can feed it later today. And then a couple of days it'll be ready to use. Although I don't need baking now until next month. Now today is 19th of February. I'm just trying to work up now to see if I will have it started later or not, because we never know, it might not, they say it might not work, but I'm confident it will work. We'll see. So it's been 24 hours, maybe, and the starter's here. There's not been as much activity as I hoped for or expected. So now it's getting serious. I might not have a starter, but I'll feed it again today. So this is what it looks like. There was a little bit of time, two or three bubbles, which means there is hope that it will work up. This is day 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take everything out and then measure and then feed it again. But today I'm going to feed it just white flour. What I can see is, yeah, this state is it's a sign, good sign, that it will come back to life. The question is how many days it will take to come back to life. I'm glad I decided to do long way before I need the starter, because otherwise, if I needed the starter till tomorrow, it will be an issue now. I usually clean it, but this is fine. I'll weigh it now and then see how much. Maybe I'll put 50. Now I'll do similar quantity. So I'm going to take some of this, drop. I'll go 22. I'll do 30. Come on. Okay, I got 30 grams in here, so I'm going to add hydration. So I'm going to double the amount. I always like to double it. So I'm going to double the amount of 60. And hydration, I'll do 95% this time. So we have 60 grams times 95%. So yeah, 57 grams of water. That's it. Now we've got the water, I'm going to mix it together. Now, flour, just time it just white, which is 60 grams. There we go. So this basically feels like making a new starter again. So it'd be worth it to know if it actually works, because from here you can just put in every time you go on a holiday, you don't need to take with you, just put in the freezer and go on holiday and come back in good time, work it up. So now I'm going to put in on a warmth again, and then check again tomorrow, today, depend. We'll see if I have time to check today. Then we'll see it looks like tomorrow. How many days it's going to take. I'm very intrigued to know how many days it's going to take to back in the activity, like action bubbly everywhere. Shall see. So here's the starter. Now I can tell. So I did a feed today off camera, another feed. That was feed number 3. That's right, feed number 3. Which means, and now I can tell you that it is getting there. So this, I'm pretty sure by the next feed is ready to use. This one is not fully it's still going up. I just want to quickly show you what it looks like now after the feed number 3. So from now, okay, let's say by the time it's finished rising and feed it again, I can now make bread from the next feed. So basically, from frozen, defrost, and then start feeding. The 4th feed could be the last feed for you to use it. So which means you can go on hold. I can see some bubbles. Means now you can go on holiday, freeze your starter, and then come back, start again. At least give it 4 days to feed and feed and feed it. And one thing I did this morning on the feed, the feed was slightly different. I did 1-on-1 in terms of hydration and the flour. So it's exactly the same, it's 100% hydration. It's not like drop like I've been doing, which means it would have taken less time if I just did like 100% hydration all along. Yeah, and now it's starting to smell like starter. It's good. I'm happy. I'll have a starter now. Hey. And it's good to know I can freeze it every time and then just come back. I don't need to travel with a starter, because either no, you're on a holiday or doing something not related to bread, you seem to feed your starter. So now, yeah, you can just freeze it. I can definitely see lots of bubbles in there. This is fantastic. Great news. Hooray.